Thanks for being here on this beautiful Thursday evening. Still on par for a lot of beautiful weather. The tweaks to your forecast will include some daily adjusted highs and nighttime lows, but also the first appearance of some showers in our 7 day in quite a number of days. Nothing immediate, but we'll have to talk about the turn therein in just a few moments. A few follow-ups from last night, a few other new reports, and a host of other information before I leave you for this evening. With that being said, we now know that it was actually two seniors who died in Kentucky just a few days ago after a horrific car crash in Carter County. The coroner there today did confirm the deaths of 17-year-old Garrett Belcher and 17-year-old Brent King, both again seniors at West Carter High School, both in the Chevy Cavalier. One of them driving lost control of the vehicle into a curve at a high rate of speed. It struck a rock embankment, a rock wall, if you will. The passenger was ejected and pronounced dead, and then the driver was pronounced dead after the vehicle rolled with him still inside. Both, again, 17-year-olds. We've learned of a fatal Floyd County accident that actually took place over the course of the weekend. Post 9 did confirm to us today that they have opened up an investigation into the accident that claimed the life of a man on Kentucky 680. This is in the Langley part of Floyd County, and it happened Sunday afternoon. They confirmed that 45-year-old Jason Bailey, who was from the Langley area, died as a result of the collision. He was pronounced dead at an area hospital after the pickup truck in which he was traveling struck a guardrail after he lost control. No other details on the cause of the crash. My apologies. Well, we learned yesterday that a body was discovered on or near the Troublesome Creek area in Knott County, and I think everyone was presuming the outcome of that. That has been confirmed tonight, that body that was discovered on the bank of Troublesome Creek or near Troublesome Creek on Saturday has been officially identified by the Breathitt County coroner as 29-year-old Nancy Cundiff. The flooding, which has devastated so much of eastern Kentucky and so many of our neighbors' homes and families and lives, with 40 being the death toll. I think this will officially now take that to 41, if I'm not mistaken, after the flooding that happened there towards the end of the month. Immediately thereafter, the number of missing unaccounted for climbed and climbed and climbed, and then fell back down, and then leveled off with two women still missing for weeks, months now, one of them being 29-year-old Nancy Cundiff. She and another Breathitt Countyan both lived in the similar area, part of, I believe it was, Breathitt County, and were washed away. Cundiff actually lived in Clayhole with her mother, who adopted her as a child. Her mother died as a result of the flash flooding as well. The other woman, still missing at this time. 60-year-old Nancy Baker remains missing and is still described by Kentucky State Police as being 5'7", weighing about 215 pounds, and officially still a missing person after the flooding. All this time later. Funeral arrangements are being set at this hour for Nancy Cundiff, and we'll have those posted when they are made. A couple of quick reminders before we get to other news. After a break, the McGoffin County Democratic Party has a brunch, if you will, set for this Saturday morning, 10 to 1 at the community center, so you won't have to worry about the chilly air. Terry Miller is going to be performing. They're looking to have a wonderful time. All McGoffin Countyans, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, what have you. Everyone invited to come down and spend some time with our Democratic Party. Of course, it's all free. And the Republican Party of McGoffin County is as well hosting a fall rally. They're doing so with a pig roast and soup bean dinner and all the trimmings. This is Saturday the 15th. That's a week from this Saturday. That will be in the Ramey Park at the Continental Shelter. And it's all going to be free. It's going to be from 11 till 2. And they as well invite everyone, regardless of party affiliation or not, to come and join them and meet the candidates. I'll be right back.
The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Sagersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy. The convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service. And the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality, hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Sagersville, Frazier's Prater Drugstore. It doesn't get any sweeter than that.
Hello, my fellow McGoffin Countyans. As we get closer to the November election, I would like for you to consider something. We have seen a drastic increase in meth, heroin, and fentanyl over the last 8 years. The direct result has been the loss of loved ones to overdose deaths, children being placed in foster care, and an increase in crime such as burglaries and thefts. Now we are seeing a trend to rainbow-colored fentanyl pills that resembles candies, such as Smarties, Skittles, and M&Ms. It's obvious that this is a way for drug dealers to target our children, and that's unacceptable. Folks, we've got to have a change. We have to take our county back. With nearly 34 years of experience and training, I am the only qualified candidate for sheriff. I'm William Bill Meade, Republican candidate for McGoffin County Sheriff. Thank you, and God bless.
In all honesty, it has taken me since I was appointed mayor after Stanley Hurd suddenly resigned 11 years ago for the city's finances and operations to recover. There was literally $13,000 in the bank when it took $100,000 a month to operate. The waterworks was almost $300,000 in debt, and the power company was actually in the process of cutting off the electricity to the plant. Since then, we have a full-time police force, and they and our fire department have the vehicles and equipment they need to protect our families. I'm very proud of the job I've done, of how our city looks, our streets, our city park and buildings. And I know that every single cent during my administration has been accounted for and invested into Sayersville. And with a sincere gratitude for your support and help, I humbly ask you to re-elect me, James Pete Shepard, as your mayor. Thank you.
Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a new phone, but really don't want to pay the hundreds of dollars up front for it? Appalachian Wireless has a deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $600 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front and then a few bucks a month more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay. And it's called the Appalachian Advantage because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
What we have here is our famous chicken sandwich at your Sayersville Lee's, which is also Saturday's special. You can get a chicken sandwich, wedges, and a drink for just $6. Friday's special is a liver or gizzard dinner with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit for just $5.79 plus tax. Let's recap. Chicken sandwich, Saturday special, or get it any day of the week. Fridays, livers or gizzards at your Sayersville Lee's famous recipe.
After not having enough quorum to meet under regular session and maybe under one attempt for special, I'm not quite for certain, the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center Jail Board did hold a meeting earlier this week. And not having one last month, they discussed a number of items on the agenda, some standard operating procedures, if you will. They also accepted the resignation of one of their board members during the meeting.
All right, this is a statement that Ann sent me, a letter that she wanted me to read to you all of her resigning. Okay, it says, to the staff, inmates, and people of Johnson, McGoffin, Martin, and Lawrence counties. It has been a pleasure to serve as a board member of the BSRDC. However, at this time, I must resign my position as a board member from Johnson County. This is a time in my life that I must dedicate my, this is a time in my life that I must dedicate my time to my family. With that being said, it has been a pleasure to serve our community. That's all.
Thank you.
The resignation read on behalf of, I think, longtime serving board member Ann Ratliff. She served as a representative of Johnson County, who, again, officially resigned as of that meeting and that notice. Judge Executive Mark McKenzie, as I understand, has already filled the position with Davy Williams of Johnson County, who will now serve in that capacity on the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center Jail Authority Board. A couple of other items of business real quickly that they discussed. They discussed and approved an increase of the clothing allowance for employees from $8 a week to $12 a week, citing increased cost and everything else in everyone's lives, essentially, and a credit card meal purchase increase for employees when they are traveling or out of the jail from $33 to $50 a day, not per meal, but a day. In other news on last night's program, I had forwarded information from Kentucky State Police out of Post 8 in Moorhead, who said that they had an active arrest warrant in the name of this man, 62-year-old Danny Bolin of West Liberty, who had been charged per that warrant with sexual abuse in the first degree, victim under 12, 2 counts, and then 5 counts of sexual abuse in the first degree, asking for anyone who might have any information about his whereabouts to forward that to Post 8. I have confirmed through Post 8 that he has been located, and that is all that I've been able to confirm. Not found his arrest in any of the detention centers, which we would presume he may be taken to, and that might be something that's still being processed as of airtime. But we can confirm that Bolin has been found and apparently taken into custody.
Up next tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau Community Calendar.
For years, we've had Candy Cane Lane. We still do. And then we had, and I'm just calling it Halloween Lane because it doesn't really have an official name. So that's what I'm going with, Ben. Hope you don't mind. But our buddy, Ben Gardner, called today that said the Gardner Farm in the Ivy Point Hill is, as it has been for a number of years now, for Halloween, all lit up and ready for some frights maybe and many delights certainly as well. Open now through Halloween 7 nights a week, every night from 4 to 9:30. And like with Candy Cane Lane, you know, they ask that you stay on the beaten path, and there's a lot of trip wires and some hazards, so you just stay on the gravel path from one end to the other, and you'll be able to take in all the sights of Halloween Lane on the Gardner Farm. Water into Wine Food Pantry notified us this week of their winter hours for their next regular commodity day, Wednesday the 19th, seniors Thursday the 20th, 9 to 11:30 and 9 to 11 respectively for those 2 days. And the Burning Fork Community Church is a great place to eat tomorrow from anytime between 11:30 to 7 o'clock tomorrow night. That means you can take in a couple of meals. They're wonderful fish with all the fixins. Call 495-5491 or 349-3156. Good meal. Good bunch of folks, too. And I have a couple of ladies in just a few moments that will tell you a little bit more, but tomorrow night begins the first of a lot of fun for the Sagersville Oktoberfest with movie night in the Ramey Park, Hocus Pocus, 8 o'clock, free water and popcorn. The 5K is next Monday, and then the 27th will be, of course, the big Spooktacular in the City Park, coming off of last year's big inaugural success, and then Trick or Treat on the 31st. For now, I'm just going to wrap up the calendar by saying, as I most often always do, they're free. All the announcements, all the birthdays and anniversaries, just get them to me any way you can. And remember, we love to print birth announcements, birthdays and anniversaries in the Independent. They're free there too, but don't send those to me. Send those to Heather at SagersvilleIndependent.com. Obituaries brought to you nightly by the McGoffin County Funeral Home, and they include one listing tonight. We understand that the passing of 30-year-old Jamie Kern of Sagersville happened yesterday here in Sagersville. Funeral arrangements at this time are incomplete and to be announced soon through the Sagersville Funeral Home. Again, 30-year-old Jamie Kern of Sagersville. Just as quick as one arrives, it feels like the next is already about to begin. And Conley Tire doesn't want you to start any of the driving seasons unprepared. Be safe and sound and get there with the best offers on the best tires by the best manufacturers. All with service you've grown to trust. Go to conleytire.net or stop by in Staffordsville to find out more. Or give them a call at 297-2424.
I'm Kelly Collins from Golden Law Office. I began my legal career in Lexington, representing some of the nation's largest insurance companies. This experience provided me with the inside knowledge as to how the insurance company will prepare to defend your case. I'm now taking that knowledge and returning to my hometown in eastern Kentucky to help those hurt through no fault of their own. If you or a family member have been injured in an auto or truck accident, call Golden Law Office today.
Banking from home or on the go has never been easier and will forever be an important and necessary part of life. And Sagersville National has been and will always be at the forefront of meeting and exceeding your financial needs and giving you the safest and most worry-free online and mobile banking so you can worry about the important things, like what's for dinner. They're there when you need them at the main and branch locations of the Sagersville National Bank.
Stop in at Prohibition today. We have hot coffee, iced coffees, frappuccinos. If you're not a fan of coffee, we have non-coffee beverages like Freshies or Red Bull Kickers. Stop in today for a pup cup, whipped cream and dog treats designed specifically for your pup to make their tails wag. Try our delicious donuts from Gracefully Made Donuts, cheesecake and brownies from our local cheesecake lady, and an assortment of other delicious pastries from Rutabaker's Bakery in Moorhead. Stop in or drive through. We're open till 8 p.m. every day, located on the Parkway next to Appalachian Smoke.
Hello, I'm Dr. Cheryl Stalder-Cheney, podiatrist currently located in Sagersville, Kentucky. I've been servicing patients within Eastern Kentucky for the past 20 years.
Our feet are the foundation for everything we do, and whether you're suffering from fractures or injuries, need custom orthotics, diabetic foot care, sports medicine, heel pain, wound care, or anything else foot-related, relief is just one step away.
Welcome to Hope Family Podiatry Center, where we take care of all of your podiatric needs.
Located on the Parkway next to Hope Pediatrics.
Car wrecks, truck wreck, disability, workers' comp, slip and fall, wrongful death. Your case matters to you.
Your case matters to us. Contact McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
It was true last week, true this week, it'll be true next week. There's always new arrivals, and now they're for fall at the seasonal shop. They've got new fall shorts and more coming in soon, but they're already fully stocked on cello jeans and cutoffs, and they're now carrying Hornet football, hats, tees, and sweatshirts just in time for the season, and all proceeds go to the Magoffin County Quarterback Club, plus new Ridge and Holler designs, some that need no explanation, and a complete new line of fall baby clothes. And remember, they have baby and wedding registry. They also have a new line by Capri Blue where fashion meets fragrance. Amazingly pleasing scents across a line of candles, diffusers, soaps, lotions, and perfumes for home, car, and the bath. And do yourself a favor and don't even think about looking anywhere else for fall decorations inside and out before you stop by Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop.
Backing up to the community calendar that was a few moments ago, you noticed that we're still talking about tomorrow evening being the kickoff for the spectacular month of October for Sagersville with the movie night in the park. For a little more, that's from our gifted and talented coordinator, and from these young ladies, a little promo for movie night in the park tomorrow night.
Hey, do you have any plans on October 7th?
No, but I've been wanting to have a Halloween movie night.
Well, at 8 p.m. on October 7th, there's going to be a Hocus Pocus movie night at the city park.
Will there be any snacks?
There'll be free water and popcorn provided by Kiwanis.
Great. I'll be there with my blankets and chairs.
Great. I can't wait to see you there.
This event will be sponsored by the Magoffin County Library and the City of Sagersville.
Next, your Licking Valley RECC 7 Day. For the first time in many more days than 7, we have the mention and chance of some showers. Not until about this time next week.
We do have another cold front coming. It's a good one. It's not the one that's going to give us shower chances next week. It's the one that's giving us colder air, certainly tomorrow. It'll put us down into the 30s tonight and very low 30s, maybe even a 29 or 2 tomorrow night. But let's talk about the next few hours. Far left on your screen. Tonight, 46 degrees for nighttime lows. Nothing more than partly cloudy skies and a calm wind as well. And tomorrow, with this cooler air moving in, we'll only see about 65. That's a drop of about 10 degrees or so from today. We'll see mostly sunny skies, and we'll see a calm wind becoming north-northwest, maybe 5 to 7 miles per hour or so in the afternoon. Partly cloudy skies tomorrow night, and again, we'll see the upper 30s for nighttime lows. So certainly a cold one tomorrow night, but nothing like what we'll see Saturday night and Sunday morning. That cold front really is seen quite clearly on your Saturday and felt when we'll struggle to hit 59, maybe 60, maybe not. I mean, 58 could be a good call for this too. And a low of right around 30 degrees Saturday night. Now, it's going to be sunny, and it's going to be clear, and it's going to look nice, and it's going to feel nice with a cold edge to it. We recover to the tune of 3 degrees Sunday with some frost in the morning and around 62, upper 30s that night. And then next week, here's the path we expect to follow. Frost in the morning on Monday, 66 for daytime highs, 42 that night. We stay well above freezing. And look at the warm air that's out there later on midweek. 71, still sunny and dry on your Tuesday. But look at our next scenario. This gives us a push of some warmer air, 73 during the day, and 55 Wednesday night. Now, with that, we'll see mostly sunny skies and a 30% chance of showers, maybe a little better than that on your Thursday, when we'll see right under 70, and then nighttime lows back down to the low 40s.
That's going to wrap it up for me this evening. I will see you back here tomorrow, wrapping up this week of Your News Today, then, when I hope you'll join me again. Thank you for being a part of tonight's program and for every night that you're here, and I'll see you tomorrow.